Hello and welcome to SGS Imjin War. This video is mostly a gameplay video showing Japanese strategy in the beginning of the game, in the early turns, to give you some ideas of how to play and some of the game specifics. I will play the role of the invading Japanese, and I am attacking the Koreans. The game starts the main campaign with the Koreans suffering some hits because they are not played and prepared to the invasion. And at the beginning of the turn, you receive your cards. I can see one card like spies is possible to play to give me an idea of what the enemy has in hands, and apparently they have no cards yet. I receive more cards, and then the game starts with reinforcement. I can see I have a naval unit and some troops on board next to Tsushima. So I will use them for my invasions, and I'll try to see how I can get into Korea and then China, because this is my main objective. I have to cross all the peninsula and go here to reach the Chinese capital, but of course I will get a lot of opposition in the way. So my goal is mostly to assure a safe path to the north alongside the road, so I need to keep control of the roads, and at the same time make sure that the Koreans don't get too many units and too much revenue from other provinces which are not in my way but crucial, like the Jeolla province in the southwest of the peninsula. So basically my main tool will be the army, the troops, which I already have some here, and I will receive in the first two turns a lot of reinforcements. And I know the Koreans are very much superior to the Japanese at sea, so I'll try to protect my supply line and try to block as much as I can the superior Korean Navy. Let's see what I have as cards here. Some of the cards are critical, like for example this one, Daring Raid, is a card that allows me to launch a quick raid on a fortress and kick it. And usually what is interesting is that these fortresses, when they are in battle, they are almost impossible to destroy if they are well defended by a large army, so they could block your way to the north a lot of time. So sometimes it's interesting to use that card, which comes up once in a while, and destroy the fortress before the battle. So for the moment I have no fortress nearby that could block me, so I'll wait for a bit before playing. The other one card here, I have favorable winds, which allow me to move 2 naval stack faster. At the moment I'm close to my objective, so there's no real need of that, so I'll keep it for later, whether I need to make a quick rush with my ships or if I need to escape from the powerful Korea. So the game starts always with a naval movement, as you can see. Then I will have naval battles, if any, and then the land movement. So initially on the first turn, I have some troops here on board. You can see them by clicking on the unit. You can see who is on board. Not much. And I have other troops here. As you can see, the Japanese troops of the 4th Division are all there. So what I will try to do is to grab some of the Korean main ports in the south, and they are key naval bases with repair facilities, income, so it's good to deprive them from Korean. I will not be able to attack them by the sea later on in the game, so it's better I use them initially and do a rush. So naval movement, I will take this fleet here, which has quite a few troops on board, and send it to the coast. As you can see here, if you spot, there is a black background near the loading, which shows that there are troops on board the unit. So let's move this stack here, and I will try to block and attack the Opco city. Movement can be done by, you know, just dragging. At the moment I cannot move much because I have this card to play. I don't want to play it, so I skip the playing cards phase, and then as you can see all my units that can move are flashing and blinking. So I will put this unit here. One key thing is important is to block the port entrance, because first it prevents enemy to escape or will force them to battle to get out of the harbor. And the second thing is to make sure that you have a blockade in place when you besiege the island. Okay, now I'll try to move this one here, because that could be interesting to grab this island here. Or I can try to go to Yosu and try to keep the island. But I think I am not strong enough here, because as you can see, my troops could be interesting. But I'll try that. Thing is, Yosu is a bit far away, but I can do it. The trouble is I take risk with future counterattack. Here, as you can see, I have a lot of troops, but they are all blocked. So I don't need transport for them, but the ships here could be useful in later turns, either to protect my supply lines or to transport more troops when I build them in Japan, because it's the only place where I can build Japanese. As a safety, I will send one troop here just to make sure that I keep control of the trade, and the rest of the fleet will go here as a backup for the Yosu invasion. Here I have only a few things. These units are blocked too, so I will try to move these units here just to protect Busan Bay, and one of the units will go there to blockade Ulsan. And the rest of the fleet here, I can do two things. Either I reinforce this fleet to avoid destruction in battle later, or I can move along the north and try to take on the Korean fleet, must be somewhere north. At the moment, it's a bit too risky. I will move some reconnaissance squadron and blockade the different harbors the Korean have alongside the coast, just to make sure nothing surprising awaits for me. And I will send some recon strategy in the front. Here, the rest of the fleet will go and try to join this one, just to make sure they don't get destroyed by the Koreans when they come back in force. So I have moved most of my navy here, and there is one unit which is interesting here, which are pirates. Pirates are hard to catch units because they can hide in the sea. They are difficult to say. How you hide a unit is simple. You have this little camouflage button here. When you can click, activate it once only per turn. So if I click on it, as you can see, the unit becomes hidden, which is interesting because unless it is discovered by enemy ships, it cannot be attacked. Second advantage of pirates, they have pirates units here, which can be used for landing. They can only attack on the coast, but they can provide some interesting fight. So I will send them one here and try to make a raid on the Naval island. So that's the first step where I did all my naval movement, and basically I didn't meet any Korean fleet yet, so there won't be any naval battle in this first part of the game. So I can safely move to the most interesting part, which is the land movement section, which will be in the next tutorial.